Welcome to the 14th episode of the series. I changed skin again to Scorpio 13, which I like. It's more informative and clean. It has a little problem that I solved. See what has happened during October. The first match was a result that was expected before the match, but I am not happy at all with this. To begin with, we might have been expected not to score anything, but I hope that we could generate some more shots than just one, especially considering we're using an offensive tactic. If this were the usual defensive tactic that I use against Barcelona or Real Madrid, then that would be within the expected 1 to 5 shots at most. But what made me the most angry of all was the first 5 minutes. The same play was repeated again and again. Goalkeeper took the ball in a goal kick, handed it to the defenders, center back, with a Barcelona player around 15 yards away. Then the center back walks up to the Barcelona player, puts the ball at his feet, so the Barcelona player can run at my goal. And Ivan Cuellar has only one thing he can do, that is pray that the player will send the ball terribly wide or high or to his body. That's what happened during the first 4 times, but at the 5th Messi scored. So I was fuming at that. Then came the international break of the month that we used to make 2 friendlies. The first had no big history. It was a very easy win against a team outside the leagues that are loaded. And the second was against Segunda B team Lugo. We got a decent amount of shots, but only managed to get a 33% of them on target, which is poor against a team like this. We also failed to hold them back and restrict their chances, so at least most of them were from afar. They scored at the 63rd minute in a counter-attack with a lobbed ball over my defense, a problem that repeats in several matches and is to be expected considering the high defensive line that we use. Then we come back to the league. Athletic were using a 3-5-1-1 formation, only 2 wing backs. So I changed from the 4-2-3-1 to the 4-3-3. They got control of the most of the match, but despite that, we opened the score sheet. But in the last minute of the first half, they equalized. In the second half, things looked more or less level, as most of their dominance came during the first minutes, just the time that we scored. Against Granada, I used again the 4-3-3. It seemed to go well at first, with us dominating the game in general terms and scoring twice at the start of the second half, and we could have been with more goals ahead from some good chances in the first half. Then they came back, first of all through a terrible mistake from Canella. He tried to buy a throw-in and he just passed the ball into the feet of their winger. Then later they had a counter attack that Cuellar couldn't stop or save. And we finished the month with an away game for the first leg of the fourth Copa del Rey round. I was not happy that they scored and equalized the game before we got another goal back, and then a third goal to ensure victory. Serrano played very well, and again Ponferradina got many shots against us, though only 2 of them on target, and the majority of them were from long distance. Still not very happy that the opposition are getting that many shots, especially considering that our defense seems to be weak, probably in the physical sense. The defensive performances tend to drop in the last half of an hour. I've signed a new centre back that will come in January. That he is faster than anything that I got, though not as good when it comes to deal with aerial balls. Here you can see the deal: 400,000 up front, then 800,000 over 18 months. Josep Buffo. Decent in general terms, a very good positioning. Decent pace instead of the 8 to 10 of the other centre backs that I have. Probably I will try to sell Gregory even if he is a club favorite. So I could also send Borja to the under 19 team. But Borja has been playing well when he's been on the pitch, so I think I will sell Gregory better, as I don't quite feel much trust on him. After the month we are still in 15th position and still 3 points ahead of the relegation zone. In set pieces we have 2 goals from direct free kicks like Deportivo, ahead of everyone else, and also in the top 5 of the other set pieces goals. Player-wise, Ivan Hernandez still is among the top 5 players of the match awards, in second position with 3, and nobody else shows in any relevant stats. We've got past the injury crisis, and the only injured player we have right now is Alex Barrera, who got injured in that last game and is out for just a couple of days. This month is again the first busy month of the year, of the season, with up to 6 matches. One of them the second round of the Copa del Rey, that I hope to get past on account of Ponferradina being a Liga Adelante team. This should be an easy month, as Betis, Celta and Getafe are in or around the relegation places. Betis is the 17th, or Getafe 18th and Celta 20th. Levante 7th and Zaragoza 12th. We should be winning the first 3 matches and be able to get some points from the other 2 league matches. Probably I will be happy enough with 2 wins and 1 draw from these 3 matches, and at least 1 draw from the other 2. And I think that is all I wanted to say. So thanks for watching, see you next time.